We live in a world of convenience. Takeout apps, frozen meals, pre-made snacks. Most of us never think about where our food comes from or what's in it. When was the last time you made something truly from scratch? Because I don't remember. For the next 24 hours, I'm going to be cooking everything that I eat from scratch to see if the food really tastes better and if it's worth the effort. It'll be just me, raw ingredients, and a very messy kitchen. The first meal of the day, and my personal favorite, is going to be breakfast. I love breakfast for two reasons. One, it tastes like dessert, but no one can judge you for it. And number two, what's a better motivation to wake up than to go eat? On the menu for today, we have stove-cooked apple pie oats with homemade granola. With that being said, let's get this show rolling and try not to burn anything. I was so excited to start this challenge. Or maybe just really hungry. Over these 24 hours I have only one rule. I can't use anything pre-made or store-bought like sauces or bread. There are only 3 ingredients which will be exceptions. Vegan butter, soy yogurt and protein powder. And why, you might ask? Because I could not find all the ingredients to make them from scratch. Truly, I really searched everywhere. And yes, I could give up the protein powder, but one thing is taking away my snacks. Another thing is my gains. No thank you. I put a 10-minute timer, but apparently 5 minutes was enough because we have burned granola. I think we can still eat some of this, so it's going to stay like this. I don't think my diet is the worst, but preparing this challenge did make me realize how little I actually think about what's in my food. Because even the healthiest options at the grocery store are full of additives, and I'm pretty sure those don't grow on trees. Everything is ready, so let's just make a pretty plate because life is too short to put ugly things in your mouth. I might need to rephrase that one. Now this is what I call a good breakfast. Honestly, after burning it, I wasn't expecting much from the granola, but it's actually pretty good. Never made granola at home before because truly, who has time for that? But I might start reconsidering. Oops. You can have it, Winston. As I was saying, I might reconsider it. This right here is the only reason why I stay alive. What can I say? I just knew that today I was going to feast like a queen. At least so I thought until lunch came around. It's almost lunchtime and usually I'll just be heating up some leftovers, doing a quick salad because I'm lazy. But that's for peasants and people who value their time. So today I'll be making homemade bolognese pasta from scratch because apparently I have too much free time. And I also hate having mental sanity. I never made pasta before, but if the Italians can do it, why can't I? We do have a slight problem because you might not have been able to notice, but I'm vegan. I have been for the past 6-7 years. Therefore, we cannot make the typical pasta because eggs. If you were to ask me, this had everything to go wrong and nothing to go right. Do you think these are the hands of someone who rolls pasta? I did, however, find a recipe online which has 3 ingredients: flour, olive oil and water. So it might not be that bad. Actually, never mind what I said because I think I'll be finding residues of what's supposed to be pasta in my hands for the rest of the year. I'm really trying to trust the process here, but this pasta seems as lost as I am. Just call me Picasso after this art piece. What do you think, Winston? You like it? You like it, Winston? Whatever that was is in the fridge, so now we move on to the marinara sauce. Because I can't use this perfectly fine one. I'm sorry, baby. It's not you. It's me. I just have to blend the sauce, but first we're going to do a little test taste. This is what marinara sauce was supposed to taste like. It's actually good. Ooh, I did that. Why is throwing pasta way harder than I thought? It's still so tiny. This kitchen looks like a crime scene. Stretch, you little pain in the ass. I don't think I can get it any thinner than this, so We're gonna work with what we have. This might be the ugliest pasta ever. Guys, I'm starting to think this might work. Like, the pasta is not perfect, but it's not awful. You know, you can just call me Gordon Ramsay. I don't mind it. I think I have been in this kitchen for like 2 hours now. My legs hurt, my back hurts. I'm either getting old or this just takes a lot of effort. I'm already crying, and this time is not because of my existential crisis. So everything was going great until I overcooked the pasta and put way too much soy, so now it doesn't even look like a bolognese. Well, it might still taste good, fingers crossed. This is a final result. I just know that after this one, I'm definitely on some Italian hit list. Wow, it's not the best bolognese I ever ate, but it's also not the worst, if you can even call this a bolognese. But it's edible, so a win is a win. And the best part comes after this, because we have dessert time. Because what's life if not an endless wait for the next sweet treat I can eat? It's not like it's an addiction. Look, it's not my fault the world invented sugar. If anything, I'm just a helpless victim. For dessert, I would usually just have a piece of chocolate, but I made it my mission to not leave this kitchen today, so we're going to make homemade ice cream. We're going to be using the Ninja, which is right there, so I had to do some prepping or we wouldn't be able to make the ice cream today. Editing, Sofia, please insert clips here. This will be our ice cream, so we just have to let the machine do its thing. If I can't get this open. Oh god. Got it. Let's spin it. Just look at this consistency. It tastes like real chocolate ice cream, but it has protein and is made with healthy, wholesome ingredients. And after I finish this, it's gym time, because all of these carbs better be going straight into my glutes. What? I said what I said. We like juicy peaches around here. That pasta was the best pre-workout I could have had. Now I just need to not let this hip thrust murder me. Straight to the glutes, straight to the glutes. Back from the gym, I'm hungry and I want a snack. The problem is I can't just casually go and grab something, and no, I am not eating just a banana, although I do love them. I'm going for a classic, a juicy smoothie bowl. Just some fruit, a few protein particles that I will definitely include, and just a good old H2O. Fine, I'll admit it, I eat a smoothie bowl almost every day. But how is that cheating? It's not my fault I'm a health queen. Put the leftover granola on top and look at this beauty. Nature's dessert at its finest. One thing about me is that I don't trust people who say they don't like any fruit. Like, how can you not? They have to like at least one. I gotta confess that after that semi-delicious bolognese, I didn't have very high expectations for dinner. But a girl gotta eat and we had a challenge to finish. For dinner, I was craving tofu, but I can't just use the perfectly fine one I have in the fridge, so we're going to be making red lentil tofu from scratch. I should have stuck with normal tofu. First step, mix some red lentils with boiling water and let it do its thing. I don't know if I'm doing this right, because this right now looks like foam and pieces of what used to be lentils. Great. I put the rest of the ingredients and it's starting to solidify, so there's still a chance this might work. So according to the recipe, now we just have to pour this into a glass container and let it sit for 30 minutes. At least one of us is going to chill. So this was a bit of a flaw. I did let it set for 1 hour, but obviously it didn't work. But it still might taste good. Just by the looks of it, I'll give it a 0. But hey, the rest of my salad might save it. Texture-wise, it seems like a sus gelatin. But it's not that bad actually. Is it the best meal of my life? Not really, but I'm still gonna eat it. Bon appetit. I mean, it's healthy, but if you were to ask me, I would always choose my peas and my store-bought tofu. After this day, I feel extremely tired from being in the kitchen for so long. Also eating homemade food, but this thing is a full-time job and a workout. I definitely couldn't sustain this diet long-term, but it did inspire me to pay more attention to the ingredients of the food that I eat. So if there's one thing this day has taught me is that number 1, I couldn't be a trad wife, and number 2, I need a personal chef. See you on the next one. Stay shiny!